Perfect. All right, you guys, I am excited to get started with y'all. For some of you who don't know me, maybe you're watching this recording, my name is Jessica Cook. I've been in the business for 7 years, and we all started at the beginning. I am now a double diamond, going for triple, and I've definitely gone through lots of failing and learning, lots of pivoting with technology. There's a lot to learn, but I'm going to go over some of the basics with you. Like I mentioned, if you have questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'm also going to be sharing my screen. So at any point, if you have a question, you can type it out, you can unmute yourself. Okay, this is going to be kind of like an open learning session as well. So first things first, just going over kind of what we do if you're brand spanking new is very similar to what we already do on social media. We post, we reply to people who like and comment, we meet new people, and we repeat, okay? So we're obviously everything health and wellness. Our company's been open for over 22 years. We're a $1 billion debt-free business. We've been featured in Forbes. If you guys didn't know, our company is absolutely amazing. We're open in lots of different countries. So one thing is the beauty about social media is that you can meet and help people with health goals and financial goals from all over. If you're like, what countries are we in? The way that you can find that is by, I'm gonna go to my eSuite. I'm gonna share my screen 1 second. So I might as well just start sharing right now. Share my entire screen. Perfect. Share. So we are going to go over to our website really quick. I'm just going to let this load. Come on. Why isn't this loaded? There we go. Okay, so this is what essentially your website is going to look like as well. And right up here where there's the Canada flag, if you're like, what countries are we open in? You can click on that, choose your country, and the list is there. So one of the first things when I'm talking to someone is I either go and check their Facebook profile to make sure that we're open. I can provide them with information on which products are right for them, et cetera, et cetera. And we have amazing products for everything. Obviously, weight management is one of the largest things. We're actually known for our tightening and toning wraps. It's our flagship product. No one else carries it on the shelves to help tighten and tone loose skin. That's where it all started. And obviously, we branched out into holistic line because everyone, especially nowadays, is looking for health, whether it is gut health, added energy, more nutrition, growing their hair, having less stress, skin health, all of the things. So you can always go and browse your website. I know when I first started, I didn't know anything about the products except that I knew I wanted to try the wraps. So if you're new and I'm like, well, I haven't tried anything yet, how can I make recommendations? It really is just going and educating yourself on some of the options that we have. And then drop your name in the chat, FYI, drop your name in the chat because I am going to be picking prize winners after this, okay? So if anyone pops on or pops off, please do stay until the end because I'm going to announce the winners on here live, okay? I'm not going to keep it too long, but I am going to go over the basics. So I think one of the good things is what we have to offer is you kind of can pick what suits your lifestyle. You know, I know when I first started, I was like, I don't have a ton of weight to lose. So if you're someone who weight isn't necessarily your thing, and maybe you're more into the beauty aspect of it, that's one of the great things about this business is you can choose what you want to promote. My recommendation is, since we carry over 40 products, you don't need to get overwhelmed knowing everything. Pick 3 or 4, and whatever you're excited about, that's what you're going to be incorporating into what you got going on your feed and all those kinds of things. So I'm going to go over the core 4 of our business, essentially the simplified version of what we do. And as long as we're doing our core 4 each day and we're being consistent, it covers all the bases, and that's how we're going to be running a successful business. So first and foremost, you guys, there's a lot of people out there who are really social. Maybe you want to do things more in person and talk to people. We used to have parties all the time. They have sip and samples and things like that going on. I've actually got one scheduled coming up for next week. But when I first started, I was an introvert, really, really shy. You don't have to do those. But if you're someone who's social and wants to do more of those in the online thing, maybe is a little out of your comfort zone, just know you can find something that works for you. So beauty about social media is that you can do it at your own pace, from the comfort of your own home or anywhere, and you can reach so many more people all kind of at the same time. So first thing that we do is posting. It's essentially turning on the open sign for our business. When I first started, you guys, we used to put up 6 posts a day, and you're probably like, holy cow, but we never had stories, we never had reels, we never had lives, we never had host to post. So just know that you were very, very lucky to be in the year of technology, when business is exploding with people just going to online shopping and things like that. So the good thing is you essentially only need to post once on your page or twice on your page a day, highlighting something that you're passionate about, okay? And I'm gonna share my screen of where you can find post ideas, because I know when I first started, I was like, what do I say? I don't know what to say. What do I post? So thankfully, Boards, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to share my screen. Has a ton of resources for you right at your fingertips. So Boards, open this up. So if you don't have this, I would recommend reaching out to your enroller or myself to get your hands on this. Different teams will have different boards. This Go-Getters board is like my 7-year brain all put in one spot. Okay, so
it's on the back counter area.
Hey, Jillian, I think you're unmuted, girlfriend.
Oh, sorry.
All good. That's okay. Come on, Boards. Okay, here we go. So Posting 101 has a ton of resources for you. Hold on one second. There we go. So when you go into Posting 101, there's going to be a couple of resources. One, you can go into product posts. Okay, there's a little, watch this first on how to post. There's a little mini training here. I'm not going to do a specific posting training, but you have resources if you want to know more. Okay, there's product posts in here. So let's go to the coffee, for example. There's pictures that you can use of the products. I know a lot of us have the Sling and Gummy, and the Thermophyte X comes in our kit. So I would recommend using what you get so that you can show people what you're using. So there's a whole bunch of different posts already kind of pre-written, and these are essentially templates. So yes, you can copy and paste them, but I would recommend changing them into your own wording. Your friends will relate with you, what you're excited about it. There's all different kinds in there. Also down here, there is leaders to follow. So these are some of our top income earners, top enrollers pages. You can go and click through, find people that you like their style. Not everyone in here I like the way they post, but when you find ones, you're like, oh, that's cute. Oh, I like that. You like it, odds are you probably share content like that, and you can start posting. You can take any leaders and myself, you can take their content and make it your own, okay? So, one second. Okay, I'm gonna close that and minimize that. Okay, so, yeah, I would say going in there and finding kind of examples of how to post. Second is to create your own content, all right? You can go to your website, learn about the product, and you can create anything that you want. In the beginning, again, it was something that I was really nervous about. Ask your enroller, type up something, send it to your enroller when you're new and you're like, how does this sound? And they'll kind of proofread it for you, and then, maybe make it a little adjustments and put it on up. One of my recommendations is not to typically show a bottle. I know this sounds really weird, but it's one of the things I tell my newbies, because people are so tech savvy nowadays. Odds are they don't want to necessarily tell someone they have a weight loss goal or something like that. If they can see the bottle, they can go Google it, they can go shop online for it. You want people to come to you. So instead, holding the supplement in your hand, doing a little boomerang of you, drinking your coffee or something like that. People will be like, what is she holding? What is she talking about? Okay, those are some of the best ways to pique curiosity. Okay, and then the second half to that first core 4 is your stories. I would say 50 people nowadays will watch stories over scrolling their news feed. People love video content. I don't even know the percentage, but it's like 40% more of people will go and kind of check out video content. So if you don't know what a story is, it is in the training, which I'm going to go over after, how to find the training and things like that. But essentially, a post is on your news feed, so on your wall where you see everyone's posts, and your story is like the little camera roll that comes up above your screen. Maybe I should open my Facebook. Actually, no, because it looks different on my phone. But hopefully you guys are all at that level of technology that you know what a story is. If you don't, personal message your enroller and ask them, or personal message me. But when I'm putting up a story, it's essentially 3 slides that when people click through it, it tells a story in picture form or video form, depending on what you're doing. So I'm just going to use the coffee as an example in this because a lot of us like coffee. There's a ton of people out there that like coffee. But essentially, the first one, you want it to be like a hook or a question or something captivating. Who loves coffee and wants to, lose 5 to 20 plus pounds? Or results photos. Do you want results like these? Check out what this is, so that they're captivated to go and look at the next slide. And then the next one is going to be the benefits of the product. Okay, the benefits, what's in it, results, and then the last one is going to be a call to action that says, personal message me for info, swipe up to get my discount. You can put a poll on it that says more info. I want a bag or something like that. And again, there's resources. So I'm going to share my screen. Everything that you need is in boards, you guys. So I'm going to go into boards. Right where it's posting 101, right over here is stories 101. And if you're like, I don't know the benefits of the product, they're already written out. So there's a quick little, blurb about it. You can go to your website and you can read up on it. There's going to be more information on your website, but there's a short, sweet version that you can use for your posts. Story slides right here. Just going to go to the coffee. They're appetizing pictures. Again, trying not to necessarily utilize the bottle. If something looks yummy, people are way more prone to look at it versus a catalog style photo. Okay, so right here, healthy coffee. I'm looking for testers. Who do I know drinks coffee and wouldn't mind doing so? Healthy coffee. Someone sees that, they're going to be curious. They're going to check out the next slide, which is the results. Testimony, loves getting these. This one already has a prompt right on it. So 2 to 3 slides is all it takes, you guys. You do not need to blow up your stories with 15, 5, 6, 7, 8 slides. 3 is all it takes. Again, leaders to follow. You can go to their pages, you can go to their stories, and you can screenshot and utilize anything that you'd like. I have an entire camera roll saved. I have top leaders that I follow. They're the first stories I see, and I screenshot. And then during the week, I kind of pick the ones that I like, and then I fill it in around me making my own content. So again, those ones there are a resource to use. The best thing that you can do for yourself is get in your own story. And I know it's going to feel really uncomfortable. You don't have to do it every day, but I really encourage you to do it at least once a week, if not 2 to 3 times a week. Maybe make it an every other day goal. And again, it can just be a picture of your hand holding your coffee mug. Okay, it can be you in your picture holding your coffee, or your coffee on the counter with your kids there and saying, this coffee that makes my morning, putting on whatever kind of goals that you have, and or your own results. So utilizing your own picture, if you can, we don't all start with results photos. I didn't even use the product before I started. So my recommendation would be to get your own results, and results definitely sell, and you can go in with confidence talking to people. Video content, you can go on your story, a video of you making it, a video of you talking about it. Even if you don't have the product on hand, you can still talk about what you're excited about it, one of your customers' results from it. There's so many different ways. Okay, so outside of that, you guys, once we turn on our open sign, we put up our post in our story. Just know that a lot of people, especially if you had a small network like me, don't flock to your content. You're like, why isn't my messenger blowing up? I only got 1 to 2 likes on that. But the big thing is, you guys, is that on your posts, you might get 2 likes. On your story, you might get 15 views. You know that there's more than 2 people checking out your content. And the more consistent that you can be with it, the more people will see it. Not everyone on social media is on at the same time each day. So depending when you're posting, you know, it takes time for people to see. Consistency is so important. Okay, so again, you guys, if you have any questions, write them down. You can type them in the chat. I can answer them as we go, or I can answer them at the end. Anything that you're feeling stuck or confused with, I want to be able to help clarify. Okay, and then once we get ours up, you guys, the next best thing to grow your business is something called HAPS, which is host a post. And that's when someone else posts on their wall for you. You know, when I started, I had a couple hundred friends. I can only go so far with those friends, but say that I post once that day and my 300 friends see it. I get 3 to 5 people post for me, and they each have 300 friends. I'm getting over 1,000 people outside of my network seeing my content, and you're going to get people coming to you from other people's posts. Okay, it's the quickest way to grow. And essentially what that is when you're asking someone else, hey, would you mind just like supporting my new business and putting up a post for me? I would really appreciate it. And as a thank you, I can get you in my team's cash giveaway. So if you guys didn't know, every single month we do a cash giveaway. Usually it's around $300. Sometimes if we have more, it'll be more. At the top of our team's page, you guys, I know there's lots of different people on different team pages. It should be pinned to the top, and it'll have the dollar amount. It should be right at the beginning of the month. The new one gets posted, and you'll know how much it is. And that's where you submit all the names of the people who post for you, and that gets their names in. Okay. Okay. So just to give some reassurance, because I know that when I was new, and a lot of you might feel this too, you're asking people and you're like, I asked so many people and I only got, say you asked 30 people and you only got 4 replies, okay? Again, not everybody's active. A lot of people aren't sure what you're doing. So the first thing they're gonna do is go to your page. And if you're talking about your business, it's gonna connect the dots and you're gonna get more yeses, maybe not your first month, but when people see you posting and then your next month when you post the winners, they're like, oh, okay, this is like legit. And they're more prone to coming around the second time and saying, hey, yeah, I want to get in your cash giveaway this time around. Okay, so just trusting in the process. And okay. And then secondly is even when people say, yeah, sure, I'll post for you, and I send them the post, they might not post it. We all have busy lives. Drop a 1 in the comments if you've ever looked at your messenger and you've been cooking dinner, grocery shopping, and you're like, oh, shoot, I will get back to that later. And yeah, forget. Okay. 111. Okay. So I know that a lot of us can take like that as like a rejection in a sense, but most of the time people are just busy. So I always follow up with people that say yes. I write them down and then I check in. I'm like, hey, were you able to get that post up? I'm submitting some entries, or did you need any help? For the most part, they'll be like, oh, shoot, I totally forgot. Or they'll say, I don't know how to post. So that's when it's up to us to show them and get that post up, okay? Okay, so, and then lastly, this isn't a HAP training, you guys. I'm going to move on the next step. But even when some people post, I'll show you my Facebook. I'm going to show you my HAPs. because then we can all relate about the normalcy when host to posts don't get any likes or comments on it. I'm just going to go to my Facebook. I'll show you my hacks for this month so far. We're going to open them up. So I save all the people's posts into a collection. Saved right here. So August host to post. So these are the people who've posted for me so far. I'm just going to click on the bottom ones because these are the ones that I got up first. Okay. Looking for people who want to earn income, nothing. Okay. Go to the next one. She got one person who liked on it, no comments. I'm still going to reach out to that person who liked it, okay? And then you go down and I haven't checked all these yet. Where is one? So go to this one. See, so I had 2 people commenting on it. And usually that is the average. I would say you're going to get a couple of likes. You're going to get 2, 3 comments on some. Sometimes you'll, very rarely, if I get 10 hacks, I'll get one that'll get like 5+. Okay. But I know that it takes a lot of messaging to get up those host to posts. And out of 10, having one that does really well is worth it to me because it's way better than me putting up a post and not having, not having as many. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so if you are looking for training on host to post, I'm going to walk you through. Oh, I got to share my screen. I'm getting ahead of myself. Share, new share. I'm going to show you where to find tools to get up hacks. Okay, boards. So again, you guys, we got posting 101, stories 101, and this says everything hacks on it. So if you're like, well, who do I ask? You can ask people from your friends list, people who view your stories, replying to people on your giveaway. There's all different kinds in here. And there's message examples. You can take these templates, again, they're examples, and you can take ones you like and you can, personalize them. Once someone says yes, you can send them a product or giveaway one. These ones at the top are the ones that do best, all right? And there's, again, all different examples, and there's pictures if you want to put pictures with them, okay? You guys have tons of resources at your fingertips. There's ones for Instagram as well, boosting and turning hosts into customers and distributors. If you're wanting any more information on these, lots of people don't realize down at the bottom in this Go-Getters board, there are training videos. Okay, there is tons of training videos in here. If you're ever curious about anything else, working on Instagram, signing customers, going for diamond, host to post training, okay, it's right here. You can go in and watch some of those to feel more confident in what you're doing, or problem solving if you're feeling stuck about anything, okay? And we all get stuck. We all get frustrated at some points in our businesses. And the best thing that you can do is reach out to your enroller and let them know, hey, I'm feeling really stuck. Can you help me with like a message, a different host to post, or like a reply so that I can, get some more progress going on? Because normally, you guys, if one of us has gone through it as a leader, you're going through it, we've gone through it too. Okay, we're all here to support each other. Okay. Oops. Notes. Okay, so growing your network, again, we kind of touched base on it, is that your social media is your storefront. I'll just say it like that. And when I first started, I told my enroller, I only feel comfortable adding 5 people a day. It's strangers on my social media that's going to see me, that's going to see my family. And one of the best things that she said to me was, if you owned a clothing store or a restaurant, wouldn't there be strangers coming in every day? Well, yeah. Okay. So do you want to add 5 people a day and have 5 people coming into your store? Or do you want to add 50 a day and have 50 people coming in? Like, how quickly is your business going to grow? 50 is the max on Facebook. And you can add 50 people in 5 minutes on Facebook. Host a post. If other people are posting for you, you're adding all those likes and comments. You're growing your business with strong potentials right out of the gate. That's what you want to do. I used to go into scroll my news feed, and if I found a post, there was another mom or something that I really liked, or I thought it was funny, and there were other people who liked and commented, I'm like, okay, they're active. Those people are supportive. We like the same things. My friend would introduce me to that friend at a barbecue. You know, I'm going to add them. So that's kind of the way that I thought about it. And you just got to add. The quicker that you can get to your max 5,000 friends, you know, your business is going to be exploding. And just know that it takes time. You know, you can add 50 people, and I only usually get like 7 to 15 accepts back, all right, each day. And that's normal. But when you do it consistently through the month, say you got 10 accepts back at the end of the month, you do that 10 people every day, that's 300 people at the end of the month you just grew your business by. So just know that that takes time. And then lastly is following up. And it's probably one of the most important things that people overlook, because they're thinking, I'm starting a new conversation, this person's interested, they're going to sign up, and then they don't. It's really rare that people sign up on the same day that you talk to them. Normally they need more information, they need the list of ingredients, they need the pricing to align. So who here, drop a 2, you've given them all the information, you get to the price, and then it's crickets. And you're like, frick, I have to tell them how much it costs. And you're nervous. So typically for me, I know that they probably just aren't responding because they might not be able to afford it right now. Especially in this day and age where the cost of living is so stinking high. You know, we get embarrassed that you know, that's us. That's a lot of us who start when we're new. We don't have the money. We need the money. Everyone's kind of, you know, not everyone, a lot of people are like that. So tips for follow-up is, a girlfriend gave me this analogy because I was like, well, I don't want to bug people. I don't want to sell. I don't want to be a pushy salesman. And my girlfriend, because I worked in the restaurant industry, and she was like, when you ask someone for coffee and you go around with your pot and you're like, do you want me to top you up on a refill? Just like, or like, do you want more information? And they say, no, we're not offended. You know, we're not, if it was us and we were telling the server, you know, we're not telling them no, we're just saying, you know, no, I'm good right now. And then we come back around and we ask again. It's when how many times have you been in a restaurant and you've ordered and then your waitress is gone and you're like, where is she? You know, we provide customer service by going back and checking in on our potentials. So if I was talking to someone today, I would recommend getting organized in your business, you guys, and creating a list if you haven't already. Write down all the people that you talked to today. Again, we get busy. We're cooking dinner. We'll reply tomorrow. We forget. It's up to us to provide that customer service and check in. So I never go in saying, you know, hey, did you want to buy those gummies we talked about? Or are you still interested? Don't ever say, are you still interested? They are interested. They told you that they were until they tell you if they're not. So we always want to follow up, and going in with confidence. My go-to message is, you know, hey, Jessica, I just wanted to check in. Any questions about that info that I sent you, or is it looking good? Because odds are they will say, oh yeah, shoot, yeah, it looks good. How much is it? Or if it gets to the price and I ask them that, any questions, or is it looking good? Usually they'll be like, oh, what's like the 3-month thing? Can I do the $25 membership? Like, what's the flex subscription? Like, there's always a question in there if they haven't ordered yet. So I hit them with the 24 to 48 hour mark. A lot of people stress when their inbox, especially when you're getting posts up, is blowing up and they don't have the time to respond right away. You can get anxiety from that because they're waiting on me. Most of us have full-time jobs. So if you were to go and make a nail appointment and that hair salon didn't get back to you right away, know that they're going to respond within 24 hours. You are a professional business owner, okay? As long as you're getting back to them within 24 to 48 hours, you're good. And that is a window of opportunity where most of us are impulsive. We're not thinking, should I or shouldn't I? Maybe I shouldn't. It kind of takes the self-doubt out when you go in with confidence and you can get back to people right away. So don't miss that window, okay? And then, so first follow-up is 24 to 48 hours. Second follow-up is Friday. Why? Because we're all happy when it's the weekend. We all get paid, majority of us get paid on the weekend. And so we're prone to reply if we didn't because we could afford it before. So more so checking in, and my follow-up message, you guys, is normally, hey, I hope you had a great week. I'm just putting orders in for the weekend and I've got a discount spot open plus a free gift. Can I get yours in too? Something along those lines. And if they're like, oh, a free gift, which is the frother, by the way, but it's a great incentive to get those people to commit to themselves, okay? Sometimes we're scared, we need that little extra oomph. And if you haven't talked about the price yet and the conversation died off, this is a great way for them to be like, oh, there's a discount spot open, okay? So that's kind of my go-to. And then the last one is at month end. So once we get to the end of the month, if they haven't replied to me twice, I'm still going to do my due diligence because maybe they had a crazy month. And I'm going to say, hey, wanted to follow up with you. I know we talked about your 30-pound goal with the gummies. So I always remind them of our conversation, why they want to do this and the product. And I say, I'm getting everybody set up for a fresh month. Is now a better time for you? And normally if they say, no, I can't right now, I always say, that's okay. When works, and I'll save your discounted spot in my calendar. I always try to get a date. Okay, and then, or they're ready, okay? And then after that, you guys, they're still on my list. They stay on my list until we have a promotion, and then I check back in with them. But in the meantime, I do not wait. I used to be like, yeah, that person said they were gonna sign up on Friday, and then they don't, and I'm like, oh, crap, so, oh, I can't hear. Okay, I'm good. Sorry, guys, there's a thunderstorm outside, so I'm glad we've still stayed connected so far. That's all I have to say. My light might go out while we're talking, and that's okay. So checking in when there's promotions, making sure you have your potentials list ready, and then moving forward and continuing with your business. You're not going to stop. You're not going to close your store because you had, a week of slowness. We all have those seasons of slow, and consistency and getting up post to post and growing that funnel. That funnel is going to grow. We're talking to a lot of people, and then all of a sudden they're ready. And all that hard work and effort that you put in is when people start, okay? They're seeing you post consistently. They're seeing, okay, she's a professional. She's followed up with me, they'll come. Okay. So those are our core 4. Post a story, turn on your open sign, getting up post to post, expanding outside of your own posts, okay? Growing your network and following up, and that is all we do. That is what we do on social media anyway. We just do it in a different way, and we repeat, and we repeat, and we repeat. And the more effort that you can put into it, you guys, you can get all those tasks done in an hour, okay? So timing shouldn't be a reason why. Fit it in 10 minutes here or there. If you can get those core 4 done once, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. You control the success and speed of your business. Okay. I was slow in the beginning. I was fine with going slow, but now looking back, I was like, I totally was capable of doing more. You are so capable of having all the income that you came into this business for and helping people along the way. So goals. So if you're like, okay, well, how can I make the income? Usually when I start with a newbie, we do a coaching call. I go over their schedule, what time works for them, how much they want to make. So typically, just so that you have an idea, the first goal is 4 customers, okay? That's a Perks member bonus. So who in here knows what BV is? Or drop a 3 if you don't know what BV is. Anyone doesn't know? So each one of our products has a BV attached to it, which is called bonus volume, okay? And So essentially, I'll just use our coffee. Our coffee is $70 a bag, but it's 33 BV. So we need 300 BV total with our 4 customers or more in order to get that $65 Perks member bonus. So you can sign a customer with a coffee and an extra product. Okay, you can go in for the upsell. Some people will buy packs, not everybody will. So it may take 4 or more customers, but essentially 4 customers with a total of 300 BV gives you your Perks member bonus, which is a $65 bonus, and that gets paid out weekly. So as soon as you earn it, the next Friday, you're getting that weekly bonus, and they're unlimited. So 4, 4, 4, 65, 65, 65, 65. Plus, you're going to earn your commissions check on the 15th next month. That's the first way we make money. If you're in your first 90 days, as soon as you sign 1 distributor after you've gotten your 4 customers, you get an extra $135 bonus the following week. So that's something called 4 and a friend. That's $200 every time you do it. Okay. So that being said, say you get 1 4 and a friend done and you sign it with a distributor. All you need is 1 more distributor and your box for your first promotion, which is executive. So once you reach that promotion, you're going to be earning more commissions. And then 1 more distributor is 3. 3 people on your team is box for Ruby. You get your shopping spree when you're going towards that. And again, if you're in your first 90 days and you do a 4 and a friend, that's $200. You do a 4 and a friend, that's $400. You do a 4 and a friend, that's $600. So what did you come into this business for? Was it an extra $300 to $500 a month? You can kind of gauge what kind of action steps that you need to take to bring in those enrollments. But as soon as you get those 3, 4 and a friends done, you get an extra $450 builder bonus. Okay, so that's $1,000 you can make in your first month plus commissions. So you can decide how many times you want to do that. And then 3 distributors, you do your builder bonus, you're set for Ruby, you're going to get your shopping spree, you're going to rank up, and again, you're making more. And it kind of just builds from there. You help those 3 people do the exact same thing, and you're moving on up. I'm not going to get into charting because then it can be like, I remember looking at Ruby and being like, oh my gosh, I feel really intimidated. But it's just 1 step at a time, being consistent, showcasing the products, offering people the business, talking to your enroller and saying, okay, what messages can I send? How do I reply to this? And once you get into the hang of it, the first 2 weeks are like, there's a lot to learn. It's a business, it's not like starting a job. We're not buying shoes and clocking in. It's like going to college. We're kind of going for our business degree while we're learning this, and it takes time. So be super proud of yourself. You're a business owner, and you're here and you're changing your life, and businesses take time to develop. So trust in the process, lean on your enroller for support. Training, we went over the training board. Okay, so I'm going to show you boards one more time. Depending on whose team you're on, this might be different for you. But again, just know you have resources, okay? I'm going to go back. Some of you may or may not have these 2 boards right here. So your first days of training, this is how I train my new distributors. I'm going to open the table of contents really quick. So if you're ever like, okay, I want training on this. This is week 1. It goes over the basics of getting customers, host to post. There's videos, training video in there, how to grow your network, how to follow up. I went over the basics with you tonight, but there's more info. Shopping spree, post resources, which we went over, okay? This is for customers. And then week 2, this is when you are going after distributors. So it shows you how to use a couple of different apps, make your influencer application, create your own picture content. And then week 3 is KPIs, like our income producing activities and ranking up. Okay, so week 1, 2, and 3, some of these are going to be getting updated a little bit, but say you sign a distributor and you're like, oh crap, how do I help them get started? It's essentially they can use your first days of training, or there's how to train your new distributors in 30 days. So once you go in here, there's some leadership tips, but day one is like, okay, I just signed a distributor today. What do I do? And it goes, add them to the team page, get them to download boards, walk them through day one. So as they're doing their day one of training, you're doing your day one. Book your first coaching call, put up and welcome them to the team page. Okay. So just know that you have those resources, and I am starting a training bot. So it's going to be like prompt them to like take steps. So it hasn't launched yet. It takes a lot of hours, but just know that that's coming too. And again, utilizing your upline. The thing that I want to end on before I open this to questions, if you guys have any, is self-development. We are all, well, maybe you're really brave and really confident and you just started. I was not. Most people aren't. So my recommendation is to build that self-confidence. Know that you're capable, and you really have to tell yourself and get into a positive mindset each day. There's a lot of days where I don't feel motivated to go to work. I'm like, I had such a tiring day with my kids. I feel mentally exhausted. Lots of you guys have jobs as well. So just being tired and being like, I'll do it tomorrow. You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero is free on YouTube, and you can listen to it. And I would recommend, if you struggle with self-confidence, having somebody else give you some uplifting encouragement, okay? Second one is the power of one more, because we can feel discouraged in putting up a post sometimes if our other ones aren't doing good. For our hosted post might not do good that one day, or maybe we had a negative comment and it kind of like throws our mindset off. The Power of One More is a really, really good book, or Audible. If you're someone who listens, I really, really enjoy it. It's like one of my favorites. And then, what's the other one? What is the other one? One sec. I have it in my boards training, I think. Day 2. GoPro. GoPro is a really good kind of starter, and it's nice and short. It's only like 2 hours, and it kind of gives like a network marketing feel, like feel out of what to expect and all those kinds of things. Journal, affirmations, you guys. Write down your goal. Why are you here? You know, I know that a lot of us think, you know, oh, I'm here because I want to make an extra $500 a month. Well, why do you need that? Oh, because I want to pay off my credit card. Well, what will happen when you pay off your credit card? And you're like, oh my gosh, I could put money into savings. Well, what are you saving for? I can't afford to take my kids on a trip. Okay, well, why is that important? Because I want to make memories with my family. Like, I want to live my life. Like, there's such a deep reason to why we're here outside of money. It's what it can give us. That's why we're doing what we're doing. You know, maybe your goal is to help people. I want to help people get healthy. So many people are struggling with their health. It's not even funny. So I want to help change some people's lives. I hear all the time, I want to play and run with my kids without getting exhausted or being in pain or all those kinds of things, or struggling or feeling embarrassed. I want to help invoke confidence in people. When we're asking someone to host a post for us, I know that we can get scared and think, oh my gosh, I don't want to ask them, but they could say no. What if they say yes and someone comments and you change someone's life? I've helped someone from going into diabetes, they're like pre-diabetic, get their numbers out of there. I've helped people that need to lose weight to have surgery, lose that weight to save potential lives. I know that's like the extreme side. I helped that mom feel confident when I didn't feel confident sometimes. When they feel that, that's the reason why we're doing what we're doing, and so much more. Like, income, what we offer is incredible, you guys. Not only to help yourself, but we're helping other people change their lives, to afford a down payment on a house, to get out of debt is huge. All of the things that we want to experience. Oh shoot, Sarah. Oh no, that was from before. All of the things. So just know that you're in the right place at the right time. And it's always going to be the right time. This business is incredible when you let it. And when you have those hard days, self-development, affirmations. I am capable. I am a boss babe. I am changing my family's life. I'm helping other people change their lives. You know, I am an enrolling machine. There's so many things you can say to boost your confidence. I really struggled with leadership when I first started. So I would tell myself, I am a confident leader. I am Ruby, or I am Diamond, and just keep working towards that goal until you tell yourself, I am capable. You know, I am going Ruby. I am going to get that bonus. Like, I can totally do it. I'm going to take my family on that vacation. All those things. So anyways, you guys, lean on your leaders. If you ever need help, feel free to reach out to myself as well. Like, my inbox is open. Lots of you guys know that. There's no silly questions. Ask them. That's how we learn. You're making progress every day. 1% better each day doesn't seem like a lot. But at the end of the year, you're 365% better than when you started. Okay? So I appreciate you guys all hopping on. Let me throw everybody in the prize draw. 1 second. I'm going to have to type this out. Wheel of names. Okay, so Google Pixel 7 Pro, who are you? If you put your name in the chat. Who is it?
I'm in.
Do you want to type it in the chat? I couldn't hear you in there, girlfriend. I'm sorry. Okay, so we got Jenna. We got Nicole. We got Jillian. We got Jennifer. We got Sarah. We got another Jillian. So Jillian H, Jillian M, Dale, Carmen, thank you. Carmen. Who am I missing? Anybody? Jenna and Jennifer. I think I got everyone. Double diamond zoom. Ooh, I gotta go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't judge my alarm. I don't know why it's set up that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Who am I missing? Sorry, I have 8 names on here. Melissa. I miss you, Melissa. Okay. So I'm going to pick 3 winners. Dun, dun, dun. Number 1. Jenna. Woohoo! Okay, we're on again. You guys' odds are good. Sarah. Write these down. And I have all your guys' addresses. Sarah and dun, dun, dun. Nicole. All right, so I will be sending prizes out. Ladies, I appreciate you taking the time to come and hop on. Have a fantastic night. This recording will be posted probably after I make dinner. But you guys have an awesome night, and I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.